All right, we're looking good right now. They're tearing out all the block, and they're gonna actually be able to finish this up today. We're reusing the vents and then the door that was on here, and right here is where they're gonna do the opening for the HVAC. So silver lining to every little project, but we're actually gonna get that professionally installed, so it's not just gonna be the HVAC guy cutting it out. But yeah, you can kind of see into the house pretty well. You can see the ducts that we're gonna be working with, and you can see that there aren't any tie downs at the moment, so that's something we're gonna work on. But here's that steel chassis, all the pillars throughout the house, and it's honestly pretty clean under the house. So getting it done, only taking them one day. It's pretty awesome. Hey guys, they finished up for the day. So you can see, I probably got some cleanup to do, just of some mortar and little bits of rock, but they ended up replacing all the way up, over, and then they added in the door for the HVAC, which ended up costing me an extra $500. Really, I think the HVAC guy probably could have done it, so that's probably a mistake, but it is what it is. It was professionally installed, so it's not that bad. We'll take it. But it looks good. So mistake was solved, mistake fixed, and now it's behind us. So moving on to the next thing. The family and I were out in East Tennessee all week, taking the wife and our newborn baby on an anniversary trip to see the Smoky Mountains, not Gatlinburg, that place is a zoo. But we went on a couple of hikes, saw some bear, just had a good week out in the mountains. So while we were gone, the septic tank got put in actually today. So while we got back, so I came over here to come and check it out. We're just waiting on the state to come out and inspect it, and then he's going to cover it all back up, and we should be good to go with a working septic system. Like I said, our leach field was already good to go, so we just need to replace the tank. I believe this is I want to say 5,000 gallon, but honestly, I'm speaking out my butt. I'll have to confirm with them, but it's big, so it's definitely going to do the trick for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. You can see we're going to have plenty of landscaping to do. And in Tennessee, we get all this awesome red dirt clay. You can kind of see the line where there's our topsoil and then just clay. So that's going to suck to grow grass in, but it'll happen eventually. And then over here, you can see the blowout. It's remaining in place, so it's all connected right here. It looks like they came under the stairs, and we're going to fix this all towards the end anyway. And then they're going to fill this all in. So our old septic tank is actually right here. So it looks like they already filled it in a little bit, and then they connected the pipe from the leach field over. So it's all running that way. Should be good to go. So now we'll go around the corner real quick and finish up the outside stuff. And we'll check out the HVAC pad. Cool. It's going to be a big pad. But my guys got it all framed up today. They're doing it as a favor for something I did for them. So it looks like they're going to pour tomorrow is what they were saying. But the HVAC will be set on here. It will run in through that hole, and then we have our crawl space opening over here. And you can see that they're beginning to work on all the PVC and piping underneath the house for the septic, or not the septic system, but for the drains and everything like that. And then they're working on the breaker for the HVAC outside. So I have some cleanup to do, just clean up the riprap that's been out here, but it'll all happen in due time, and we'll get it done. So I'm really excited with all the progress this week. Then what also happened is our shower inserts came. So this one is for the master shower. It's pretty big. It's actually bigger than the hall shower, but this is a 54-inch wide, and then I believe it's like 33 deep. But it's going to be awesome. A nice big spot for your master. And then over here is the hall bath. Pretty standard, just a left drain tub. Want to do a tub just so if somebody has kids or something, you can always have it, put them in the tub. But finding out with our kid, you can put them in the shower with you in their little tiny, little tiny tub bath thing. So both work. I like these because they're one-piece fiberglass. I didn't want to deal with any seams. This is completely waterproof, all one piece, all good quality, not from Lowe's or anything, special ordered. So not super expensive, but definitely happy with them. And finally, coming inside, lights have started to come in. So we've gone ahead and started to put up the lights. We're going to drywall in the old holes. They're running the wires through everything, so they had to cut out some of the ceiling, but we're gonna scrape all the popcorn off anyway. So these lights are gonna really make it feel more modern in here. I'm really excited about those. We're doing 6 in this room, 6 in this room. There'll be 1 in the hallway, 2 in the bathroom, 3 in the laundry room, or 2 in the laundry room, 3 in the master bathroom. So we're gonna have plenty of light, and it's really, I love these lights because they make it just so much more modern. But looking around, framing's mostly complete. They have a little bit of rotten wood by the door they have to get. But things are really coming along in here. They're working on plumbing. They're gonna get the showers in, and we're gonna get the electric. It's all on, but gonna get it really hooked up where it's not just hanging down. We're definitely making a lot of progress. Very, very, very amped. So, obviously a lot has happened. The house is green now. We went ahead and got the siding done. It has all new windows, new front door. So the exterior is completely done. We're deciding on what we're gonna do with that green trim up top. I'd like to make it white. We're gonna have to cut the roof back anyway to put on gutters, but kind of taking a pause while we figure out exactly how and what we're gonna do for that. But there has been a lot that has happened since the last clip. I don't think I've filmed a video for basically a month. So I'll take you around and show you what's happened and what's going on, and I'll kind of explain the story of why I haven't been filming and what's been happening. So stick with me, we're going to check it all out. So as you can see, I came in here this past weekend and swept everything up, cleaned up, and gathered our materials. So this room right now is just hosting all of our materials. So like I mentioned, a lot has been going on. We had to get a new contractor because the original contractor I was using did me dirty and ended up not completing the work. It's been 2 months and we still aren't done with the framing, electrical, and plumbing all the way. And unfortunately, he kind of used and abused me where he told me he was down on his luck, and I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I gave him some more money up front, trying to just be kind, and he ended up not completing the work. So a hard lesson, really just kind of stinks because I trusted him and I thought he was good folk. But we're moving forward, we're keeping it bright, and now we can actually make progress on the house, and it's not going to take 2 months. So I have a reliable guy who did actually my basement in my personal home. He's out here. He did all the siding. They're coming back to finish up some framing. So what we're going to be doing is blocking everything that we can think of for towel bars and TVs and shelves and whatever we have. He's fixing some minor framing issues that he saw. And then I'm actually about to meet with a plumber and an electrician. So I know I should be more angry about what happened, but there's nothing you can do about it now, so I'm just moving forward. Really excited though now with the progress. We got all the siding done in just a couple of days. That was huge. I want to get it all done by Christmas, get all the rough-ins done. So the other things that we have left are the plumbing. The other guy did some plumbing, but I really don't know how much. I'm not going to crawl under the house. The other plumber will come out. He's going to give me a quote, and I'll talk to him about what we can do. And then we just have to finish up some electrical, switching out the breakers for AFCI and then GFCI, just part of code now. And then there's like 3 outdoor outlets I want to replace. But other than that, we got to move this shower insert through this wall. Actually, it's too big right now to go in, and then that'll get set. The HVAC is outside, the unit is. It's not hooked up yet because of all the dust in here. It would void warranty. So the next steps are finishing the electrical, finishing the plumbing, getting a little bit of framing work done. Hopefully that'll all be done by Christmas, and then all the rough-ins will be done. And then we can move on to drywall and then hook up the HVAC unit, do floors, paint, and everything else. But hopefully after Christmas, we will be focused on mostly just cosmetic things. So it's a work in progress. It's a lot of stress. I'm learning a lot, but I think it's going to be worth it when we're done. It's cool. It's 10 acres. It's going to serve a really, really, really cool purpose. And I mean, we're building it right. So it's always going to be a manufactured home. It's always going to be a mobile home. But we're doing it right, where we're putting in better windows. We're putting on good siding. We're building it back better. So really excited to see what this little turd can turn into. But I'll just show you some of the progress. So like I said, we have lights in almost all the rooms. We have to replace these breakers, like I mentioned, but the subfloor has all been replaced wherever it rotted out, over here in the kitchen as well. The cabinets are on standby, so we're ready to order them whenever. Some of the popcorn has been removed, and we're actually going to go with a textured finish. He just started sanding it down, but I actually like that, so that'll be an improvement for drywall. The hall bath shower is obviously in. There's some minor plumbing work done. But like I said, I don't really know what's going on under the house yet. I haven't been down there. But the return's in, the unit's outside, new door, slider works well. You can see for the laundry room, we got some of the plumbing done in there as well. So there has been progress. It just has taken an arm and a leg to get here. But this is what I'm really excited about. I mean, we have 10 acres of land. It just goes straight back. And there's just a lot that can happen here. I actually have a ground blind out there right now. And there's been a couple of big bucks on camera. But I haven't really gotten out here to get one yet. But just super exciting. A lot of possibilities. And this is kind of what makes it all worth it. While we're here, though, talking landscaping-wise and kind of exterior. So I think you guys were here when the concrete guy kind of ended up doubling his quote on me. So I think what we're going to end up doing is just spreading a ton of crusher run back here and just covering this in gravel for now, probably to about like right here, maybe all the way. And then we'll just do some stairs out the back, and it'll be kind of just a gravel patio for now. And then in the future, we can put on concrete or a deck. But this way, it just won't be mud sitting in the back. So that's at least a plan. It'll save me a little bit of money, and then we can do it in the future as well. We have our new septic tank in. So obviously, we're dealing with Tennessee red dirt clay. And I'm going to get some topsoil dumped on this. I'll probably have some people come out here and just help me pick up rocks and do a bunch of just landscaping to get all this debris out of here. But I'll take you around real quick and show you the HVAC unit. So this is our unit. It's not hooked up yet, but it's a 3-ton package unit sitting on pretty crappy concrete pad, but it'll do the trick. And this was that wall that was completely rebuilt. So happy to have this in. It's not hooked up yet. Once we're a little bit more complete inside and there's not as much dust, we'll hook it up and get it running, but we did not want to void that warranty. I'm going to wrap up this video. I know it's been long. It's been all over the place. I don't even know what I filmed last. Now that things are kind of a little bit under control and moving along, I'm going to get back to filming. Like I said, I'm making these videos for myself, my family, and some friends to show them in the future, and just to go back and reference and see the journey of this crappy double wide that we bought and turned into hopefully something pretty cool. So I feel pretty good about it now. We have it under control. Yeah, it stinks what happened. Got burned a little bit, lost some money, but that's just life. Nothing you can do about it now. So just moving on, keeping our spirits high, and we're gonna turn this into something cool. I can feel it, and it's really, really, really cool to be able to do this. So thank you guys for watching, and catch you on the next one.